first one was in Aruba, and the second one was in Jamaica. So this should be Bermuda then, right? No. It is sort of weird to see all of your coworkers in their swimsuits.
I'm not sure.
What a nightmare that was. I make up stories for sales purposes.
I can cut a rug.
Probably drink a little bit more than we should.
My wife will be 5 months pregnant at the time, so I'll have to do some golf.
Hudson has made it worth it. You can do so much at Hudson.
I couldn't work in a typical corporate environment, and the fact that we are allowed to be entrepreneurial and we are allowed to be still in that mom and pop type kind of approach helps me greatly in my delivery, because I think you could probably see that I'm not your typical, I hope I'm not your typical corporate guy.
I don't take the Hudsons for granted, but my expectation is I'm going to be there every year, and it's nice when a newer person or someone newer to the recruitment industry had a great year, and it's a great way to celebrate it.
Parents came in, and although you know when you have somebody in your house, a very heavy glass object that then you get to lug back to wherever you live in your suitcase, which you'd think maybe they'd just ship it to the office because it's pretty heavy.
I can only do so much as a recruiter if I don't have a good salesperson. And I think that the combination of a good salesperson along with a good recruiter is what's going to really lead to success.
It doesn't come easy. You're not going to make a ton of money when you first start, but it requires a lot of dedication and a lot of being able to take rejection easily and to learn from it and grow from it and move on.
You know, it's just nice when you go on those things and you see the big picture and see all the people.
It's always neat to, share best practices with the top award winners. We're learning every day in this job, and it's just nice to all kind of get in a roundtable environment, casual environment, and get a chance to share some of those best practices.
If you're somewhere in the Hudson Awards, you're in the top of Hudson, and that's where you want to be.
I would say I had a slow start to the year, so I was a little worried about it at the beginning of the year, whether I would make it or not. But things picked up, and I had a few good months, and it just worked out.
I don't lose sleep over it, whether I get one or not, because I do the same thing every day anyhow. I like to go out and try to win or get the big deals. But it's cool to have a little trophy. My kid comes in and says, "Hey, look, Dad's pretty good." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm all right."
It was my goal to win it, and I was able to succeed and make it. Was I surprised? No. I mean, we've put a solid foundation in place, and Todd and I are a good working team.
I'm sharing it with my family, who were there for me in very difficult times, and I'm sharing it with Chris Janey, my colleague here, who was the one who really went overboard to keep my business going.
It's almost more from my wife than it is for me, as I'm on the road a lot and she's with the kids a lot, and it's nice that we actually get some adult time together and we go away, so we definitely look forward to it.
My husband, he is the most supportive person to me in my job. I couldn't be on the road and do what I do if he wasn't home.
I think what you find with a lot of the Hudson Award winners is a combination of a salesperson and a recruiter, and that team is going together, and in fact that's the case with myself. So it looks like it's going to be another good year.
Proudly in my home office. Yeah, most people you'd probably say, "Oh, it's in a box somewhere." No, I think they're really cool.
They're not on my desk.
I think I have another one at home in a box, but I'm sure I'll bring it out on display at some point in time.
At one point I did bring them in here, and then we ran out of room here, so I took everything back home, and they're in my time closet.
Yeah, pretty much I carry it in my purse, and when I go to meetings I whip it out. And actually I think mine is at home in my closet.